What's the deal? How's everybody doing? We've made it to another New York session. Congrats to everybody that made it. My nose itchy. You can't really scratch your nose, right? It's just... Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. A lot of potential there in the last hour. Look at this 4-hour bottom wick being created. Interesting. Interesting how we're printing. No, it wasn't one of those. Just itchy. Did you find the stream about buying? No, but I reached out to YouTube. It's kind of funny, or it's funny. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes from now on. Because if I wasn't shadow banned before, I definitely am now. And if I was shadow banned before, then I shouldn't be now. That's just kind of the feel I get after talking to YouTube. Oh, and you can't email YouTube. You can create a ticket, but you can't email YouTube. Oh man, so closed bearish on the previous candle. Now we're coming straight down. We closed bearish on the previous hourly. We did not have a range 2 breakout. Well, not yet. But I do like this push down. Do we have news coming up here? Oh yeah, 8:30 too. Whole bunch of red folders. This, I mean, the way we're moving, this is lovely. This is good for us. Like, I would be looking on for positions here on this 15 if we didn't have news coming up, or on the next 15. I'm sorry, if we didn't have news coming up. Well, let's see. Maybe we get something before news. I would like this candle to close because just because we broke down and broke the lows doesn't mean much. Like it should come down, but there's no top wick here. The hourly opened up straight down, right? But the previous 30 closed bullish and back in range. I'm a little skeptical about this hourly coming down because it's also, it can just tap support here and come back up bullish, right? Not really driving off anything. Unless you could call this top wick anything. We'll see. We'll need a closure. The daily closed bullish, and we've pulled up all night too. We bounced off a daily here, right? It's daily resistance in these areas. $9 could get very interesting here. Wow, this is also strong support here. Wow. If we end up coming up, look at tomorrow. I'm sorry, look at next week. Look at the range that's waiting for us above here. It's a few hundred pips worth of just clean drive up. Because the same way it came down here, this is how we're going to come up. We're going to come up just like that through this area. So once we get up there, once we get back up there, once we get back up above 14 here, we're going to be looking for the same thing. Wow, look at that. It did bounce right off that support. We just spoke about this, that at any moment here it can bounce off this to start flipping bullish. It's a nice bounce. Now the key is the closure. Do we close bearish, or do we have enough orders grabbed at this area to flip us bullish, continue to drive up, right? So we shall see. Ooh, people at the Zoom door coming in. Come on in. You got that trade? Oh, you took the buy off this area? Interesting. You took it off the 1 minute? Nice. What do you mean, how did I identify support? Oh, there it's on the 1 minute. Okay, fine. But look at that. We just closed right at it. No, I wasn't looking at this area. I was looking at this across the board over here. Right here. That's how I got that area right there, because on the 30 or on the 1, I believe that's a closure. Yep, right there. That's where we close. Yeah, we're gonna wait on a closure here. We're gonna see. Damn, my back hurts, man. I'm stretching, but I'm stretching because my back hurts. I slept like upside down on the side. Very weird. Yo-yo wicks. The Duncan yo-yo. Man. I remember when yo-yos were popular back in the 1900s. Yo, I'd show up to school with a yo-yo and people would lose their motherfucking minds. Make you walk the dog. Make you walk the dog. Do the cradle. Do the cradle. Yo. People would lose their motherfucking mind. I'd be like, yeah. I'd be sitting at the desk during science class, and every time the teacher turns around, I'd be like, zzz, teacher be turning around, be like, Gotta get the quick sleeper and rock. Okay, you know, yeah. Remember that shit. You know what I'm talking about. You guys are just as old as me. Ooh, more people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Damn. Things will never be the same. Walk the dog right out of class, yeah. Until somebody can. Which one did you have? Did you have the butterfly or the regular one? The butterflies used to be crazy. I used to always want to get the butterfly, but then I'd like go to the store and get the regular one. For some reason, I thought it would spin cooler. Butterflies were easier to catch if you're doing a trick. Remember the crazy bumblebee one? Yeah, man, they used to be expensive too. It'd be like $50 yo-yos, $60 yo-yos. You know, it's $60 back in the 1900s. That used to be like, you could probably get like 2 Sega Genesis games for that much. You could probably get like a Sonic and a Mortal Kombat 3 for that much. Shit, you could go to Blockbuster and rent out like 15 games for that much. Tough trade-off. Yeah. Chat, we are at 70 straight wins. We have won 70 trades in a row. If that doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, I don't know what else will. Wish it was on news, but now we waiting. Yep. Now we wait. Happy ending? Oh, me love you long time. Feeling warm and fuzzy on the inside. You're spending the morning with your favorite huggable little fuzzball, Wix 9. How can you not feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside? More people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Why couldn't you guys just show up together and hold hands as you're walking in? Another person at the Zoom door. You can come in too. Why can't the last person just stay at the door and wait for everybody? Alright, last person, leave the door open so people can just walk in. Need a Zoom doorman. Word, I need a concierge. Wix, will you also do agent session tonight out of all the days? Yeah. More people at the Zoom door. Oh, there's like 4 of you. What? Did the short bus just show up? What the fuck's going on? What's going on? Were you guys smoking outside with the security? Yeah. It's kind of nice. FedEx overnight just delivered a package. If they knew what they were delivering, they'd probably ask for a raise. Fucking FedEx. FedEx be delivering more drugs on a daily than the cartel, and they don't even know about it. Where do I order from? If you turn on the TV and you see a really big fire in like a $35 million mansion somewhere in the hills with a big Hollywood sign behind it, you're probably looking at my dealer's house. Yo, are we gonna get a buy or a sell today? What do you guys think? Will it be a buy or a sell? Ooh, a bus at the door. A bus. Is it a short bus? I told you there's a short bus coming. And now there's a dude in the Zoom whose name is a bus. A bus. Abbas? No, like ABAS, but still Abbas. Yeah. Imagine someone's name here is the short bus. Oh man. Someone got to change their name to the short bus. Every time we're ending the stream, he's like, "I'm waiting for you guys outside." Where's all the stream hoppers at? I told my wife how in the States we have a small bus for the special kids. She said that's racism. Honestly, I would think your wife is racist. Because nowhere in that sentence did you mention anything about race or the color of anyone's skin. You said special kids, and she automatically thought that special kids means minorities or blacks. And then she goes, that's racist. That's reverse racism. You know what? She's the one being racist in that case. Tell her she's exposed in 4K now. She was talking about separating the specials from the normals. Fine, but nowhere in there was there like race brought up, color of anyone's skin. Like none of that was brought up until she said that's racism. So in her head, she automatically equated special kids with minority kids, as in it's the same thing. And then she goes, that's racism. No, That thought process is racist because you're equating the specials and eh, eh, you better watch out for her, bro. You got me on blast on the TV. I'm sorry, wife. Don't kick me out of your TV. Leave me on the TV. Leave him. Kick him out the door. Would that make her a specialist? No, that would make her racist. A specialist would be if she can diagnose someone based on that sentence. That would then also make her a specialist. Special kids have their own bus where I'm from too, and I'm from a whole different continent. Yeah, I don't know. It's not everywhere, but in some places the special kids get their own bus. But nah, she was saying that's a little sad seeing. Okay, though, let's not go there now. That's it. We already know what she said. We already know your true nature. You can't fix it. You can't bring this back. You can't close Pandora's box. Warrior 93 is definitely sleeping on the couch tonight. He's over there like, God damn it, Wix. It's Friday. I'm going to have a miserable weekend. Man's already filing for divorce. He's sitting in court right now getting divorced, actually. Oh, man. Forex Factory. We have less than 10 minutes to go. What about news? How to get a news trade? Well, we're going to watch the news play out. I'm not really trading news. I told you guys before the inauguration. I'll start looking and locking in on news after. But we don't really have our need to be involved in news. Right? Right, before there was a lot of news on a day, we would say, all right, this is going to be the day, right? These catalysts are going to drive the day. And we would try to combine the fundamentals and the technicals, but now I'm kind of the mindset like we don't really even need that. We're gonna set up anyway for what we need, right? Yeah, maybe news will supercharge our account, but then again, I'm gonna hop on the news when it makes sense. Like if news and price action aligns, yeah, we'll take it, right? But outside of that, we haven't had the need because we've been insanely profitable 15 minutes past news. 20 minutes after news. There's no need to guess. Isn't there a mirror resistance level to the left? Yeah, there's a level here. What I would say is it's a minor level and focus more on the drive up versus the drive down, because right here we are coming up, right? We are entering this area from down here, right? So if we're entering this area where we are right now from down here, we're most likely going to get the result of what happened here previously, not of this, even though the levels are very similar, right? So you're most likely going to get the top right here at 27.13 versus this top right here at 27.09, right? 27.10, because the move being mirrored is the one coming up, not the one coming down, right? This one, not this one. So I believe we will get up here, right? If we are to come up, if we are bullish. This candle might reflip bearish, news might bring us down, and that'll be it. Some hoo-ha thing? What the hell is a hoo-ha? Oh, you're talking about the flex. Let's flex, baby. Let's go. Oh, damn. Mad people at the Zoom door. Where the you guys are coming? What? You guys took the train together? What the fuck? There's a lot of you. Sorry, I didn't reckon. I thought everyone was in already, and we were at over 40 people already. W. Incredible. I love it. You guys are showing up. No delay. The no delay gang. Yo, there's so many of them. I'm starting to think you guys are the short bus. I'm starting to think the Zoom gang was the regular bus, and the short bus is over here. I feel like everyone is good, actually. I think the Zoom chat, I think the YouTube chat, everybody showed up on a regular bus. I feel like there's a short bus outside, and it's only got one seat, and it's for me. Probably also has the straps, too. A big straight jacket hanging at the entrance. And it ain't even for me, it's for the driver. Driver be driving with a straight jacket and shit. The short bus so crazy, the driver need a straight jacket. What are you doing if you get in a fucking Uber and the driver's wearing a straight jacket? I'd probably ask him if he wants me to drive. Be like, want me to drive, homie? You look like you're struggling. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes for news. Look at this. Like more than half the daily news are going to be done in these 2.5 minutes. Ooh, gold. Forum. 93 to 95 is the potential reversal supply zone. If I'm not reading that. Oh, he's talking about he's talking about spot gold. If there was no news, you'd be in sales. No, if there was no news, you'd be in drawdown. The law is here. Welcome. One minute to go. Might get a mixed bag here. Was going all out on NFO. That was an NFO. The news flying object. which is like the shit you throw after you lose a news trade, right? So the keyboard becomes an NFO. This is my news flying object. Maybe even these wizard buttons. This seems like it would fly really well, right? If you throw it like a fucking ninja star. Whoa, there's the drop. The drop ski. And a pullback ski. Okay, so previous knowledge would guide us to have a sell stop right here. But I'm not with this fuckery before the inauguration, because next thing you know, we'll tap this area and come right back up. How did the news come out? It's still pending. Okay, there we go. Ooh, good news. So no wonder we dropped. Good news across the board. Well, the CAD news we don't give a shit about. So this should be dropping. You know what? Let's see if we can get this 5-minute closure down here. If we get this closure, maybe we'll take a top wick entry on the next 5. Previously, news strategy, we have a sell stop right here, especially with news in the same direction. But I'm not fucking with it here. Oh, that would have been it right there. We've got quite a bit of range to come down here. So what I'm going to do right now, I know the market's driving. I know this is news, but I'm going to plan for the closure of news. And if the news starts closing like this, I'm going to start planning my entries for sells after these closures, right? After the next 15 closes, after the next 30 closes, we'll be looking for sells. We've broken numerous 4-hour candles to come down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've broken previous 4-hour candles. Let's look at the daily. The daily has now flipped after making that massive top wick, right? We're back below daily resistance. Yeah, we closed bearish today. I think Monday will be a lovely drive down. The weekly would still close bullish, right? But the monthly would probably spend making the bottom wick for the weekly. Especially if we close it out bearish with all this bearish momentum. We'll see. There's a lot of time still left in the day. A lot can happen. Five's going to close here. Like everything's Everything's good here. So everything's good for the dollar. So everything there should be dropping gold. So it's 10 seconds here. If we can pull up to these areas here with a top wick before making a bottom wick, it is likely we will have some positions from up here from 91 to 93 areas. We're going to need this 5 to open up to the upside. Trying to see what would be better for us. I think that the area right above this one would be great. We might not get it. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna take a sell right here. Right where we are, 90.8. Just took a sell. If it comes up higher, I'm okay with it. I got another level right here that I'm gonna take a sell at as soon as it taps it. Right there, I'm taking a sell right where we are. 94.2, just took a sell. Right there. Like, oof. A little more. I saw about 20 pips, but I wanted a steeper bottom wick. Another level that I would look for entry here at 95.6. All right, right there, taking a sell right where we are in that 9. Just took a sell. 96. Wow, it came out a lot. 96.9. My sell came out to. That pumped really quick right past it. Two minutes left in this 5. Wow, what a friggin' pullback. All on the 5. Holy shit. Six minutes till 15 close. It was a 160 pip rip down with some bearish news. I'm expecting some bearish momentum. One minute for this 5 to close. Well, I would expect not just some bearish momentum. I would expect some candles breaking the lows. All right, closing full right there for 55 pips. Boom, W. Fuck it. Woohoo! Woohoo! I closed for a combined total of 55 pips between one position, two position, three positions. 6 total entries. Combined closure between these 6 total entries was 55 pips. You don't like how I made 55 pips? Make 55 pips however the fuck you want. I personally made 55 pips. W. Like, oh, that's a W, bro? It never came back to the original entry. Fuck you and your original entry. I made 55 pips. How much did you make today? I'm up 103K on the day. It's not even 9 a.m. Oh, man. You're fucking killing it. Look at this. If I didn't make 55 pips, I would be down like 400. But I made 55. No, I would be down how many pips? 120. 60, 180. So if I didn't close at 55 pips, I would be down 260 pips right now. 55 babies. Win number 7-1 in a row. Wait, 7-1. I don't know why I did 7-1. That makes it 7-6. This is why I can never be an NBA ref. Because NBA refs, they'd be talking sign language and all that shit. Like, what are you doing? Right? Or like the football refs when they start dancing in the middle of the field. I'd be like, why is that white man dancing on the logo? Why is he doing all this shit on the logo? And he turns the mic on too, like he's just like fucking Britney Spears just came on, and he's over there like, hit me, baby, one more time. Well, not everyone able to open 8 positions in a trading. Everyone is. Just not everyone is able to not over risk. I didn't open 8 positions. I opened 6 positions here. And because we opened 6 positions, I think everybody and their mother had to have opened them. Hold on. Let's update the record. Win number 385. We've caught over 50 pips every single day this week. No, I'm sorry. We caught 49 and 48 respectively on Wednesday and Thursday. 2 pips off. We've averaged at like 70 pips for the week. Right? Monday, Tuesday was both over 100 pips. Monday was 114. Tuesday was 112. Wednesday was 48. Thursday was 49. And then today, Friday, we have 55. It's so crazy to me. People be commenting on my shit on Instagram like, oh, well, he closes as soon as he goes into profit. I would close too if I just, as soon as I go into profit and go on a win streak. But do it. Fucking do it. No one's stopping you. Go catch your 55 pips however you want, boo-boo. No one is stopping you. Just go do it. Oh, yeah, he closes 10 pips in profit. Go do it. I ain't got a problem with you going to do it. I'm not going to hate on you for doing it. Just go do it. See if you can do it. And then see if you can do it 70 times in a row. Wix, I couldn't get your execution rate. When I pressed sell, it triggered instantly on my end. There's a big lag. Why is that? The broker? Maybe YouTube has a lag. What I will say, though, is I also had a lag. If it closed where I pressed it, right? If it closed where I pressed it, it would have been 67 pips. When I pressed it, I saw 67 pips. And when I clicked it, and there's a small bit of a second delay as it pulled up, it closed me out at 55. But when I clicked it to close out the position, it was 67 pips. So it's the same thing. Because 2 pips up, 2 pips down, that's another 12 pips. You know what I mean? That's why I just kind of moved 2 pips in during, like right when I closed it, moved 2 pips. So 2 pips on 6 positions is 12 pips. People don't understand how the futures combines the orders if they've never traded. Yeah, I don't. My positions were in profits. Like when they combine, right, and I see the break even in futures, I was in profits. I don't see my first entry, my second. I don't see the separate entries. I see one average entry, and when it's in profit, it's in profit for me. This one was in profit for 67 pips, but the closure gave us 55. This is absolute fuckery, gang. There's absolutely no reason for this to be happening. Look at our numbers. Across there's no, you know what I mean? There's nothing here telling us we're going to come up. All the fundamentals say bearish. All the technicals up until this area say bearish. Why the fuck are we driving up? There's absolutely nothing fundamentally or technically here that says we should be driving up. This is what news has been doing. This is the news fuckery that we've been seeing for 3 months since the election and before the inauguration. This is what I think is going to keep happening until Trump's in office. We're going to keep getting a push back in range, put back in range. This is exactly why we didn't want to trade news. But we made 55 pips out of it. It's not the best way to make 55 pips because this isn't what we expected the market to do. But the very fact that we had entries at our levels that the pineapples were taking where they were taken, right? That was the difference between being a winner and a loser here. You know what I mean? Basically, when I hear you make the trade calls, I try to mirror, but I don't get the same execution. It's impossible because you have a 4-second delay here on YouTube. So that's why there's so many people in the Zoom. There's over 50 people in the Zoom. Oh, 49 right now. 48 people in the Zoom right now. Damn. Literally an eighth. You guys are an eighth. An eighth of the YouTube chat is here in the Zooms. So, I mean, that might be the difference. Bro, managed money is heavily bullish. That's why otherwise it should have drive down the dollar is very strong. Okay, that's fine, but I'm okay with us being fundamental or bullish on the higher time frame. I'm fine with it. But look at all the levels we just broke and pulled right back up. Market moved in a straight line down for our 200 pips and a straight line up for 200 pips. There's no reason for that when the fundamentals are all bearish, right? What should happen here is a retest of these lows. Fundamentally, technically, there should be a retest of the lows here and a support established to come up. That's a lot of volume. This is a shitload of volume. I honestly think we will still come back down to retest some of these areas. Unless this very candle takes off. So why I think that is because there's 10 minutes only left in this candle, and it's a leg candle right now on the hourly, right? So if this is how it closes and it doesn't give you a top wick, I really think we might end up holding this resistance here, making a top wick, and then start filling this wick down really slowly. So this would need to push up now in the next 10 minutes before we could close in order to get out of the leg candle status. You feel me? So the key here is now this candle closing, because the hourly closes as a leg candle. I mean, if you had sells, you are technically still ahead probability wise. You're likelier to come down than to come up if this is how we close. Now, if this pushes up here, right, and you get a nice strong body closure, you're gonna have a much harder time now filling these orders down. So the closure will be here. The closure will be key for you here in this instance, because yeah, you're in drawdown and you see it driving, but it's really hard to close here as you don't have a confirmation that you're in the wrong direction, right? Even though if you had sells down here and you're in drawdown, like technically, yeah, you're behind money wise, but probability wise, your trade is still ahead until this candle closes. Right, so that's where you're kind of stuck behind a rock in a hard place, because you have to see this candle through, and by the time you see it through, it could be up here, or it could be back down here. But in order for you to know if you're behind or ahead, to confirm it, you would need to see this candle close. Wow, not the greatest way to catch 55 pips, but I'll fucking take it. I will fucking take it. Fuck. Sorry. So I was just, damn, how long I was muted this whole time? All right, so what I was saying is you need to close below here and close bearish to start looking at the charts like, all right, now we're going to trickle down. All right, we are going to fill this wick, maybe not in one move, but we should be trickling down. This is what I was saying. If you close bullish, right, and you close anywhere within this range, you're most likely to range before making another decision, right? That's how you just saw me drawing all this. But if you close bullish outside this range, which means you close bullish up here, you're behind in the trade. At that point, you're behind in the trade, and you should be looking to close out positions. All right, chat, guess what I got? Not while given sauce. It's the worst time to be muted, when you're given the sauce. Imagine you're with a girl and you just go mute when giving her the sauce. You can't go mute when given the sauce. You can't gatekeep that shit. said more when you were muted. Lost my account today. Any advice?
Stop it. Get some help.
1-800 got clapped. Operators standing by. Yeah, call the margin call center. Operators standing by right now. They're ready to listen to your bad beat story, as if it was the poker World Series of Poker. They're ready to listen to your bad beat story. Yeah, you thought GC stands for gold? No, GC1 stands for got clapped once. That's what it stands for. This is what the GC here is for. Got clapped once. That was MJ? Yeah, that was MJ. What was going on your mind when it was a massive drawdown? We gotta have these. Honestly, it wasn't even anything going on. I was just looking for the proper area to pineapple. I wasn't thinking about anything like, oh, we might lose, we might win, I might hit stop. I don't. My thought process was like, all right, we're bearish. It needs to come back to these areas right here, minimum, as we're pulling up for bottom wick, right? If I get that pineapple here, I'm ahead, and then I'm counting pineapple from here or pineapple from here, and in my head I'm doing which one is the more likely one. As it pushed through, it kind of pushed to this area, and that's where I took it, right? But I'm counting the pineapples and where they would make sense, and the next level of support. Let's say we don't drive down all the way to the end. What's the next likeliest area if the price starts coming down that we can reject? I start mapping that out. Not just the pineapples where I'm going to get in, but where is it possible to get out? So this is probably the next support. If we don't get down to the bottom, we'll probably get to at least here. And if we pull up even higher and don't get down to this area, we're probably going to get to at least here. And I start mapping out supports, not resistances where we can drive down from, but supports where we can reject and come back up against us. And then I put all of that into a calculation for pineapples and areas where we can reject and where it would make sense, right? Market gives me a chance to get out at these areas. That's what I do. I get out at those areas. That's what just happened. We took an entry here. We could have waited to fill the whole damn wick down, but I saw supports that are made along the way, and I'm like, all right, market's giving me a chance to get out. I got to be an asshole to just not get out when it gave me a chance instead of risking, 500-600 pips. The key, right? The longer you're in a trade, the more risk you're exposed to. I've always said my first thought when going into a trade is, how do I risk less? How do I get rid of risk? How do I take risk off the table? Right? That's my thought about where do I enter? So my entry, if I'm wrong, would put me in a great position to mitigate risk. In case I'm wrong, because we are wrong, right? We're not right all the time. We are wrong a good number of times in terms of the direction of the price, but if you put yourself in a position where if you're wrong, the market will give you a chance to manage risk, you're not going to have that, you're going to have an easier time. I'm not going to say you're not going to have a hard time, but you're going to have an easier time, managing your risk and staying profitable, staying ahead, versus than if you entered without taking those things into consideration. Right, so the longer you're in the market, the more risk you're exposed to. The more trades you open, the more risk you're exposed to. The longer you stay on the charts, the more risk you're exposing yourself to. So I try to cut all of those things down. I don't like being in the market for too long. I want to be in, I want to be out, I want to manage risk, I want to make it house money where I have no risk, and I'm good. I'm Gucci. $9 a.m. closure, 20 seconds here. There's about a 1 second delay between my terminal and the data here on TradingView. About 1 second is really much. That is a strong closure. That is a leg candle on the 4 hour, I believe. Well, let's look at XAU USD. Yeah, that's a leg candle on the 4 hour. And you technically respected this area, right? Leg candle on the hourly, and you respected this area. There's a chance this comes back down. We're at like 50-50 here. This is not where you want to be entering trades, but if you're in a trade here, man, I don't know. This could come up higher and close with them. I don't know. Right now, that closure brought us to like 50-50 because it has no range to go up and a respected resistance. But this was also a 270 pip drive up after respecting support. You know what I mean? So this whole thing is now a range. From the top of the candle to the bottom of the candle, this is a range. You're going to need another closure here. Based on that previous candle, 50-50. You're not behind in the trade, but you're definitely not ahead either. But you are behind in money-wise, right? You're in drawdown money-wise. So I don't know how much drawdown you can take. I wouldn't... If there were pineapples to take, it would probably be off this top wick. You would probably look for a resistance up here. You see these wicks tapped into here before driving down. So somewhere around here, I'd be looking for a position with this area right here, right? Looking to ride that down to here. And if you're wrong, then you'll start getting closures above here. And then you're wrong. You'll close out. But this isn't the high quality time or place for a position. The only reason we're discussing positions is because I guess some people are stuck in them. Some people got burned under this. Ooh, sorry, Zoom gang. Come on in. Oh, yeah, sorry. Zoom painting still on the screen. Anyway, we can get rid of all of these levels. These were our sell levels. Yeah, that was the wrong thing. Why would gold go down? I can give you reasons why it would go down, why it would go up. I just gave them to you. I told you this was a strong rejection of a higher time frame support that after coming down drove back up against what the news printed for 270 pips. That is a strong technical move up, not fundamental. This has nothing to do with fundamentals. This is straight technicals and reading the market and the charts and what's happened previously. You are making higher highs, higher lows. And this spike down, which is out of the ordinary here for making a lower low, was just news, right? So technically you're strong, you're heavily bullish, strong bullish structure, right? The fundamentals should have brought you down for that news trade. They did. And if the market was also aligned technically, we probably would have closed bearish below here, but it wasn't. So you have technicals telling you one thing, fundamentals telling you another thing. You have a candle that closed with no top wick and as a leg candle where the rejection wick was bigger than the body of the drive, which means this is a leg candle. It also closed at a resistance, right? A leg candle at a resistance. Yeah, that tells you we're going to come down. That tells you it's holding this area. It's holding 27.14 and there's no more room to come up, right? That's what that tells you. But this was a strong 270 pip drive up. Straight up, no pullbacks, nothing. That tells you it's coming up. So you know that you're getting two different stories now. One story is telling you you're holding resistance, you should come back down. The other story is telling you we have enough volume to continue to drive up. If you just wait a little, those stories will line up, the time frames will line up, and you'll have the charts telling you the same story throughout on every time frame. When that happens, that's when you want to look for positions. For now, you are 50-50. There's good enough reasons to go one way, there's good enough reasons to go the other way, right? Once you have all those reasons lined up for one direction, then you could start winning some some Grammys, right? You can start winning some trades. When is a good place to close your buys? You're in buys? Bro, I don't want to hear shit. I don't even know. You ain't even know. You ain't know. Yeah, I'd say right here is a good place. You've tapped resistance. Big belly on Zoom. Get! Get! I was watching Kai yesterday. He's funny. Yeah, Kai's a funny dude. Well,
I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things.
lost 80 sells, close buys for 130. W. 50 pip day. 50 pity. For futures purposes, the 4 hour is still a leg handle. Yo, what movie is this? This looks so dope. Hold on, gang. I'm about to adopt one of those Palisades families. The 55 were multiple trades? Yes, 6 trades, 6 positions. 55. It wasn't multiple trades. It was 1 trade, 6 positions. 55 pips. It was 6 different entries at 3 different price points for 55 pips combined. Right, makes sense? 6 entries, 3 different price levels, combined total 55 pips. Cut these cheeseburgers, man. Yo, what the fuck is that? What's a synchronization fee? Anybody ever get that? Yo, the broker just took away $50. And it says type, correction, and then volume, it says synchronization, minus $50. So what, did it close me out at a better price point than it should have, and now they took away $50? What the fuck? It says, no, that's what it says. It says correction, synchronization fee. Am I done for the day? No, I'm Wix for the day. For many days. We're gonna be here for a little while. I mean, we just got here an hour ago. I gotta switch the tape too. Hold on. Flippity the tapey. Yeah, 9 a.m. closure didn't do much in terms of wicks, just kind of coming up. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it come up? Look at this volume to close out the candle. At no point was there really a pause. Wow. Wow. 330 pips here. You interested in the 15 buys above? I'm not interested in anything right now. I gotta draw up the levels. No, I'm just not talking. Yeah, no, I'm just not talking. I don't think we will. I think we're gonna wait for a closure here, and we're gonna look for some entries for NYC open. I see the 15 closing, but I'm not too happy about this level. I don't know if I want to trade between 14 and 22. It is wow, this is a lot of range. Holy shit, this next level is 200 pips. This is 200 pips of just clean range to the left here. This is, like, I don't know, it doesn't get cleaner than this. I think I want to be trading above it. You see where we are right now? There's a lot of fuckery in this little area, and not just here. If you go across the board, if you just go, you see all these rejections right where we are right here. On the higher time frame, this is just the top wick right here on the 1 hour. So there's a lot of fuckery in this area right here. but above it we clearly drive up. So I want to see if we're still up here. I think we can clear this range up to 22, but we're going to need a nice top wick and we're going to need a really good entry. But for now we have we're printing a bearish candle right now on the 15, right? Or a pullback. What are we doing? We're printing a pullback, yeah. This is tough, right? This 30 flips, you got a bearish candle coming down after a leg candle on the previous candle, right? The hourly leg candle, this flips bearish. But if you close up above here with the top wick, you're gonna have an easier time taking a position. I'm not too excited about where we are. Plus, I don't like the fact how we closed on the previous candle. Right, and if you're looking for entries here, this is a really good entry. Below the range right here. This is probably your optimal entry. Right here for buys on a bottom wick. But the problem with this is if price gets down there, that's the hourly flip bearish. Right there, you see that? Across the board, right here. If we get down there, let's go to the hourly. You see, if we get there, the hourly will flip here. And then we're coming back down after a previous leg candle. So there's just, they're not all telling me the same story. Again. Wix, can you speak more on your thought process when you mentioned trading conditions after the inauguration? I think after the inauguration, the news or the markets will settle down and just drive where they're supposed to go. It's just, we've noticed that during the election or before the election, markets were driving in one direction, right? After the election, markets tend to pull back. I think it happened the day after the election, November 7th or some November 8th, right? Markets pulled. We took a news loss and it just made no sense. Then we took another news loss, made no sense. So I said that's right after the election, maybe after the inauguration, it'll go back to driving for news. You see that? This wasn't a drive for news. We came down, we reversed right back. You know, before, market would just continue down here. If we're talking strictly news and not taking anything else into consideration. When you lose the nick, where's the first place you look? What do you mean the nick? That was the nick. Don't smoke nicks. All right. I don't think that's what he was talking about. Okay. Getting a little pushy here, huh, Gold? Getting a little pushy. All right. What I don't want to happen is this. And then we range right here. Bottom, top, and then back in range for the rest of the day. All right, 10 minutes for this 30 to close, 10 minutes for NYC Open. Can that bring us back up? Or can that drive us further up? I mean, No, you can trade futures in Europe for sure. Excuse me.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Damn. 55 pips on a news trade. We don't even have 420 viewers. How can I go smoke if there's not even 420 viewers? People concerned about my health today? Where's these people? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on us to hit 420 so I can go, you know, do the damn thing. Where are they? Are they watching fucking Tanya trades? What are they watching? Cooking with Kaya. That's my daughter's name. That's Wix11's name, Kaya. Bro, some Indian guy has 6.1k viewers for Gold New York session. Yeah, but Raj's always had that. It's not Roger. Who is it, Abu? I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. Raja is Pakistani. Man, and my Chevrolet legs are fucking Mexican. Who the fuck is Roger? The Pakistani guy. Pakistan! Stand up, Pakistan. Don't breathe the air outside, Pakistan. There's some guy on Don chat saying Wix waited for Don to take a pineapple for your entry. Yo, Family Guy made a joke on that? On what? On what? Russia. You got the wrong flag. That's not the Russian flag. The Russian flag is this right here. I'll draw it for you in case you didn't know, but they've updated it if you didn't know. This is now the Russian flag. Oh, whoops. This is the Russian flag right now. This is what it should be. Right here, Russian flag. This is what they should be doing. Oh, man. Trader's Paradise with some brown dude? Why not a black dude? Is it like, do you have you have the same chart that my dentist has? You go to my dentist and he's got like a chart from black to white, the scale of your teeth, like from like dark black to like pure white. It's like you're somewhere here on the scale. You're like a 16 on the scale. Funny how you, Don, and you trade. There's two of me. Ashen, bro, stop hating. It's not funny. You just said you don't like how we trade. Now you're saying it's funny how we trade. I don't know. What do you want? All right, let's go. Let's see what you've been saying. Did you win? Don and Wix taught me how exactly not to trade. Funny how you and Don, bro. I don't get it. What's funny? Where did I miss the joke? Did you get a response from YouTube yesterday? Yes, I did. I spoke to them for an hour and a half. I had a conversation with them. I couldn't even email them. I had to have a back and forth. Yeah. You will stream New York, right? Even Don was. What are we doing right now? What have we been doing for the last half a year? We've been streaming New York. Nothing changes for me, right? I stay in my lane. I provide value through my own trading. And that's where my focus is at. I'm here to provide value through my trading. No more, no less. Okay? All right, we got a 30 closure coming up here. Seconds. Not Ashton. Ashen, like every 30 seconds, I think he's got like Tourette's or something. Every 30 seconds he's like, that sucked. Taught me how not to trade. Tourette's be evil. Wow. Wow. Blasted through these 80, blasted through the next 80. What are you doing? Chat, we're looking for a bottom wick here on the next 30. We got to figure out where it would be. $20 seconds here. We need a top wick. We have a top wick. We need a bottom wick on this candle before it fills that top wick, which kind of sucks there. Damn. Oh, 420 watching. You guys came back. 460 now. W. You know what that means? Of course you know what that means. Hold that thought. Yeah, gang, nothing has happened so far, right? Where we've made a top wick on the previous candle. I mean, we left the top wick on the previous candle. We've made a top wick on this candle. But we need a bottom wick first on this candle. Very similar to yesterday, right, Jay? Where you could have gotten an entry, but it made that wick first, so it kind of throws you off. Do I take that entry or not? But we'll see. We'll see here right now what it does. Wow. I don't have a lighter. I got a torch. I think I just torched the shit out of my joint. Damn, these joints are torched, yo. I'm gonna need some osteo biflex. Something for the joints, you know what I mean? Some of that Ben Gay. Alright, let's see the best comment. You guys ever use Ben Gay? No, I didn't say where's Ben Gay. I said you ever use Ben Gay. I never been gay. Oh shit. I want to cry right now, yo. I never been gay. Oh shit. Damn, dog. Caught me off guard with that one. I had a fucking lung full of weed smoke. I never been gay. Oh man, what am I gonna do with you? If you stop smoking crack, you would get another 20 watches. I don't know. I just smoke my weed. Ben Gay, Ben Dover's brother. No, but he's friends with Mike. You know Mike Oxlong? He's friends with him. Yeah, Ben Gay, Ben Dover, and Mike Oxlong are all friends. They're all friends. What up? Yeah. Yeah, we've discussed it in No, it's a rule. It's not even it's not a rule that they can check as it's an algo, right? It's a script that runs, right? That just flags you automatically. They don't have like, you know, individual control. They see it, and then it's something that can be unflagged or flagged, right, manually, but it's done automatically by a bot, I'm guessing, by their system. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but like I'm in discussion with them. For them, it's not like they have to go and do like a whole risk management assessment, right? They get a risk management department involved, and then there's a whole team that has to do an assessment of you know, customer retention or gain of customers versus the potential loss of funds. You know, it's just a lot, right? Imagine everyone here, look at the 5-minute rule for the last 2 months, right? That is a lot of money out of their pockets. You know what I mean? That is because I said it earlier, a couple of streams ago, like earlier this week, I think on Wednesday we said it. We're like the fact that we're so profitable is probably not great business for them. Well, it depends what they say. I told them a lot will depend. Look, I stand behind their business. I might not like the rules of funded company, but all funded companies have rules, right? But if I were to go with a funded company, I want to know I'm getting paid out. That's my #1 criteria for picking a broker, right? Or it was when I was doing unregulated. As long as they pay me when I ask for the payment, right? As long as the transactions go through when I ask for them and they go through for the amount that I asked, I'm cool with it, right? And they're going to pay you out. There's deep pockets and there's funds behind it, and they're not trying to screw. There's rules in place to compete with the other fundeds, right? To compete in the industry. But no one there is going to take out your money for no reason. Follow the rules, you will get paid. And I like that. I met the guys. They were stand-up individuals, and they're not running off with your money. So I will stand behind that 100%. I told them about the copy trading, right? They don't allow copy trading, and I brought it up to, I was like, look, it's natural because I'm on stream. You want this to be promoted on stream, right? Like let's be for full transparency here, right? That's my conversation. If they want promotion, right, they have to kind of fall in line with what we're doing here. And if naturally a few hundred people are going to copy my position, you can't just all of a sudden not pay all of that out. What's the point? Because that's what we do. That's the me. So they worked with us on that, right? They said as long as it's my people and as long as they're not, as long as they're going through my link, they'll make sure to look at it, and they're not just going to flag them. If they're taking my trades, they will be okay with it. More or less, it will be fine. They won't flag you for taking signals. But the 5-minute rule is a big deal. That is a big deal. And I've been talking to them for months about it, and we will see how it goes. But there's gonna have to be a middle ground here. We're gonna have to find if it doesn't go to, if they don't get rid of the rule, at least bring it to 2 to 3 minutes, right? 2 minutes, I'd be cool with it. Five minutes in a trade, the way we trade, would if they get rid of that rule, we'll run them out of business, bro. Honestly, I think. Well, if you close it, will they take away your profits? No, I mean, will they take away the entire trade profit? So whichever position was under 5 minutes, right? So they'll keep the original one because it's longer than 5 minutes. Let's say your pineapple was like 3 minutes later, and then you closed at 5 minutes total. So the pineapple was really like 2 minutes in, right? They'll give you the original, but they'll take away the pineapple. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I just think it's a wash in the grand scheme of things, because over the last 2 days, like trades that I had to close out at 20, 30 pips, like 5 minutes later we're 200 pips in profit, 180 pips in profit for the last few days. So I think a lot of people, like, 5 or 10x what I did over the last few days, and in situations like this they'll probably take the loss. And I think in the grand scheme of things, overall it'll even out in the long term. It's just not as stable, right? When it's your account, it's just stable growth with the trajectory, right? When you're on a funded and things like this happen, it's very parabolic. It's like this. Yeah, you're moving up, but you're moving up like this instead of just slow pace up. Your live should be outdoing your funded on a percentage basis. Yeah. No, it's a general rule. It's a general rule. I didn't know either until people got back to me over the last few months, and I've had plenty of conversations in DMs with a lot of different people about it. Excuse me, Sir Wicks. I'm wanting signal buy or sell quick. No, buy the signals and then wait for the signal. Send signal to India, please. Well, drop the address. Drop your ADDI. Drop your ADDI in the chat so we could send you the signal. Made that top wick, right? So it's created a range where there really wasn't range before. Let's come down, grabbed orders. We might re-break the highs and fill the range. There's a lot of time left. I'm still hunting for positions, and I think we will get to one a little closer to the 1 hour close here, right? These levels still valid. This is still valid. These white lines are all valid. We're gonna look for a bottom wick entry on the next 1 hour candle in about 16 minutes, okay? 16 minutes or 17 minutes, I'm sorry. I just so 17 minutes here for the 1 hour close. You've created some range in the shape of a top wick, right? And the key will be the entry for you. You want a high quality entry in terms of risk management. The better entry you get, the easier it'll be to manage risk for you, right? So you want entries that price drives up from. We look left, we see where we found support, and we've seen bullish candles drive up from, right? And we have areas right here. We have areas right there. I think I mapped this out on the 30 where there were closures there. So let's look. Maybe even the 15. Yeah, right there. This is a good level. We look at the heavy drive up from there. This is a good level. We pushed up 80, 90 pips from that area. We pushed up God knows how many hundreds of pips from that area. Right? And then we have this wick that came down here, which made this a support, right? Made 27, 22 a support because that used to be a resistance. You see to the left, resistance, turned support. We come back down here. Current state of affairs, this is a support. If we tap this area, we will drive up. So this is the areas we're looking for entries in or at. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the other time frames and I'll look through the other time frames to make sure that the levels we've drawn up here align with some of the other time frames. If they don't, we'll get rid of them. Okay, we're below this area here. 27.26. We could probably wait another 10-15 minutes, or yeah, around 10 minutes we can wait, see what this candle does, and we'll see if this level applies now, because if we're below it, it makes no sense to keep it there. Right? So we'll see. This is leaving us how much? 110 pips worth of range. We'll see. We'll see as the candle starts closing. What you want to look for now is, look, you've made a support, right? You've made this bottom wick. So as you start coming back up here, you probably do not want to break this low on the next candle. So if price closes somewhere up here at 26 areas, you want that entry at 24, and you really don't want that break of that previous candle low. It can, yeah, because on the higher time frame, on the hourly, look, you got a lot of range. But you want to keep up with structure, right? And the higher the time frame, the better it is for you. If you're making higher highs, higher lows, look, you made a higher high, you made a higher low here. You want to continue with that. You don't want this to now start coming down here. But we will see. Remember what we said we don't want. We don't want that closure back in range into here, because then you'll range for the rest of the day. Excuse me. Right, so this doesn't look like it's gonna get tapped. This looks like we're already below it. Let's see what happens. A lot of time left here, 12 minutes. We could be back in range. We could be up at the 40 areas in 12 minutes. So we shall see. Yeah. Lit candle on the previous hourly. Imagine this flip starts coming down now after that top wick. Yeah, we just needed a small top wick, you know, to get some orders. Just fucking 243 pips here or so, you know. Just a minor top wick in order to get us going down. Smoking opens the minds. You never know. We might get him and his friends to subscribe, so we get more followers. Wicks can teach trolls. That's my favorite. When I can turn haters into fans, when we can turn, you know, trolls into subscribers, the non-believers, right, into the preachers. When we can do that, those are my favorite type of fans, right? Those are my favorite people. That's my favorite thing to do. It's really hard to teach an old dog new tricks, right? People are so set in their ways, or so set in their opinions. Like, most of the time you get your opinion across to somebody, it's not to change it. It's just to voice what you're saying and to cause an argument, right? For most people, you're not changing an opinion, even though you think you're approaching the conversation with that mindset of, I'm going to change their opinion. You're not doing that. You're not changing nobody's opinions. People are set in their ways. They think what they believe is the truth, and to them it's their truth, right? So who are you to say anything? So that's how people will approach it. So I say those are my favorite, because those are the hardest ones to bring over to your side. Thanks to the mentors. Shout out, yeah. Yes. Shout out to you too, bro. You've been streaming too. Secured 200K in funding in the last 3 weeks. Has this like really been like your best trading in your trading career? Have like the last 3 weeks have really been your best trading? Or were you in a bit? Do you remember the time where you were in a better groove than you are right now. Because you seem to be moving right along, right? You seem to be just moving and grooving, right? Spinning and winning. Flashing and dashing. Sound like Clyde the Glide. Orange folder incoming.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Oh, you out, have you? Later, mechanic. See ya, see ya, see ya, see ya, see ya. Love your attitude towards the news. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, and right back up. Yeah, I would love to tap 2719.78. Let's look at this hourly. 8 minutes for this 1 hour. I had a joint. Did I already go outside and smoke? Did I? Because I think I left it outside.
Outside med det! Nå får du inside! Outside med det!
Oh, yeah, it's right here, outside. Outside, midday. No more inside. Like, who the fuck buys a torch as a lighter? Honestly. Honestly. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. We got some time, gang. I'm only out here for the next couple of minutes, right? Stepped outside for a couple of minutes. We got a 10 a.m. closure. And that's a 4-hour candle on the futures platform, right? Wick's not microdosing today. It's my dad's birthday today. I set everything up yesterday. Chat, you should have seen me. I was like Atlantis. You know, or Atlanta. What is it? You know the big dudes, the big dudes that hold the globe on their back. You know, that hold the world on their back. You guys ever seen the statue with the big fucking, I think it's a Greek statue. Big fucking two dudes, and they're leaning forward, and there's a big globe on there. Atlantis? Atlas, that's where it was. I'm like, Atlantis. Thank you. Atlas. You guys are really cultured out here. I like it. I like that. You guys are well versed. That's awesome. Mr. Olympia? No, but Mr. Olympia is like a brand. Atlas is like what's on the... Right? It's on the thing. Wait, there was a reason I brought that up. Oh, yeah. Yesterday, I was moving everything, and I was like, Atlas, because you should have seen me. I had like a... You guys ever moved a 6-seater one-piece couch? You need like few people. I had that shit on my back. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I was a Mexican, and my fucking work visa depended on it. Like, I'm telling you. Yeah, I was walking, that couch could have hit like a person 40 feet in front of me. My pops showed up. He's like, wait, you're already done? I was like, yeah, I got shit to do. I just didn't want my pops lifting anything. My way back, chat. Making my way back to the charts, walking fast. What's going on? We'll really come down here. All right. Would you still be interested in buys even though the 15-minute filled and tapped that minor resistance it just created because it kind of filled it already? Yeah, but what do we know? Gold is very good at making highs, finding support, retesting highs, filling the range, right? If we look on the higher time frame, do we have range? We have range, and if it's very good at filling ranges, let's look at the timing. We have an hourly closure, range to be left over. There's areas we can bounce up from. Yeah, we might close below resistance, okay? If we close below resistance, this is a resistance we're going to have to come up to and get top wicks. So as long as the next candle opens up with no top wick and comes down first, I believe we're going to have to come back to that area to get orders if we are to drive down. So as long as we have an advantage here of, all right, 20 something pips, over 20 pips, 25 pips, just to the resistance, right? If we can get entry somewhere down here. If we close above, we have the rest of the range, first of all to the flip, then to, I'm sorry, the flip would be right here. So if we take this, it will be to the flip partials and then to the rest of the range for full position, the rest of the wick. Kids just broke some dishes. Glad I'm not in that room. Damn. I really want a closure above this, honestly. The 1 hour, the 2 hour, and the 4 hour are all closing bullish. This is going to get tough because, all right, yeah, we're going to need this area here for entry at the very least, 27.19. Unless we close up at like 24 areas, then we can look for 22. 24, I mean, above here, above 25. We close up above 25, I can look for 22. If not, I gotta look for 19 for entries. 19, 16, 14, 12 for now. Alright, 10 seconds here. Lock in, gang. Oh, wow. If this pushes to 25... Oh, that was fast, chat. I'm gonna buy right here. Just took a buy at 20 flat here. It's a heavy push down. Strong push down. Next buy at 16.2. Okay, so we got entries here, looking for the flip, flippity pippity. We closed above. First thing we did, so everything lined up. We got a top wick, we got range. We closed above resistance, and the first thing we did was we opened with a bottom wick. So everything we looked for lined up here. Needs to flip. Needs to flip. Yeah, I saw about 9 pips, but I needed to flip. Next entry, 2716.2. All right, taking a buy right there. Just took a buy, 2716.2. Even better, actually. Closing half my position here at 50. I got half running. Actually, I'm going to close full right there for another 40. I'll tell you what I just made. 54 pips. Congrats. Just closed full for 54 pips. Bop. It's going to flip. It's going to drive. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm over 100 pips for the day. It's going to flip. It's going to drive. You will see this create a top wick. Guess what? I don't care. You could go make your 200, 400, 500, 800, whatever the hell you want to make. I made my advantage point right here. 54 pips. W. Ha! No one romp with me. About the 5-minute rule. Stops to BE. Mi amigo. Not even BE. Fuck it. Let it rock for 5 minutes. It's going to flip and you're going to make bank right now. It's going to flip and fucking be right here in 5 minutes. Right here. You're going to close out at 27.27. That's where you're going to close out full. Right? 27.27. Hold it for 5 minutes. You're about to make fucking bank. But close it as soon as the 5-minute hits, because that shit might come down too. Yo, that's win number 386. That is 72 wins in a row. Yo, you're going to make bank right now. Watch. You're going to fucking buku bucks right now. We sniped the shit out of that. Anyway, hold on. Let me add. By the time I finish doing the numbers, you guys are going to be like triple or quadruple what I made. I'm telling you, mid-year, March, April, May, we'll be holding all of this. We're going to expect the market to drive. We're going to make fucking bank. Just like last year. That's going to be the time to fucking run up an account. It's the time right now. It's the time of the season to make buku bucks with Wix 9. It's the time of the season, where you hold for 4 minutes and then smoke a dime. It's the time. It's the time. It's the time. $27 you're gonna close, bro. You're gonna close right here. 27.1. Right there. Where's this wick? Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna close at 28. 28. You're gonna close right there. 28.9. That's where you're gonna close. All right, win 386. Okay. Properties. Yeah, mid-year we'll be holding these. I don't expect these to run right now. Honestly, look, hindsight, we should have left a small portion running because we closed above the range. We closed above the range. So I think to the flip at the very least, I should have left the position running just to here, to this area, right to the close, right? But hindsight is 2020, and I'm cool with 54 pips. I'm cool with, damn, we didn't get to 100, 99. Snipe the shit out of that, huh? So, what was chat saying? I missed everything in chat. Let's go to chat. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Definitely. Even though I felt very insulted when you were talking about shit about women, you're a goddamn good one. Why are you insulted? I talk shit about myself, yo. We gotta fill the dead noise here, dead air, right? And we do that by just trolling, talking shit, making jokes, right? I get it. You didn't pay for a stand-up show. You paid to go for. You didn't pay anything at all. You didn't pay for nothing. But you showed up not for a stand-up. You showed up for trading, and then all of a sudden you get stand-up. It's weird, right? Sometimes you get fucking PMSNBC on here, and just depends. We got to fill up the dead air with conversation, right? Look at this. We waited all morning for 2 trades. Well, one right now, one earlier. Can you explain how you made 50 pips? Okay. I take an entry right here. I take 2 entries right here. I take 2 entries right here, right? As price comes up. So what happens on the futures platform, I don't see my separate entries. All I see is my combined entry at this level. This is what I see. This is where my entry is on the future. But for your purposes here, as price starts coming up, the combined total of these 4 positions, right? If I take a loss and it's somewhere down here, we're going to add up these 4 positions that I have, and whatever they add up to, that's the combined total for the pips lost. When this drives up, I'm not counting the difference between 2 positions. I'm counting the same way the combined total of these 4 positions. And as this comes up here, right, which is roughly, I think we were closer to break even here. It was like 33 and minus 7, something like that. Yeah, 40 difference. Yeah, it was at 33 right here, and the original entry was at minus 7. So the total, or the original entry was, let's see, what was it? So the difference between them, yeah, 33. So it was yeah, it was so it was 30 and minus 3. Yeah, we were closer. So it was 30 and minus 3, right? So that makes it 27, and then two of these positions for 27 is 54 pips. My combined total made in money-wise, is what I would have made had I opened one position and it ran for 54 pips. That is my combined total. You're pulling up to that area where you should be closing at 28. Right here. I've been military for 10 years and a truck driver for 12. I'm not even comfortable around people unless there's offensive speech being thrown around. You gotta go live in New York, bro. Wick's the best live trader on YouTube. I'll take it. I'll take that crown and wear it proudly. Have to say these second entries are powerful if you get them correct. Massive, yeah. You play first of all, you get another advantage point as you play. You can play the different. You don't have to take, right? The advantage point here is the flip. The advantage point here is your first entry because you get to play that difference, and as long as you have your entries correct, bouncing off supports, you get to play the difference, mi amigo, right? And a lot of times that difference is our profits. Yeah, we're not gatekeeping shit. I'm telling you exactly what I look for, exactly what I see, and we're trying to make this as simple as fucking possible, just to make this easy as hell. You're entering with 2 lots at the moment? Yes, but what I will be doing, I got approved for my corp account, so I'm going to probably split up these funds. I'm going to probably split up the 60K into a personal and a business, and I'm going to trade them like that, just copying each other, and I'm going to move it to 1 lot, but at 30K each, and then I'll have both accounts opening positions at one. How did the signal channel do? How did you guys do in the signal channel? Oh, you guys smashed it too. Yeah, nice job. Daniel, 90 pips for the day. Good job. That's incredible. That's incredible. 71? No, 72. 72 straight dubs. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I wanted to get to 28. I told you we're not leaving at 9 o'clock or 9:30. We're gonna wait for this hourly to get through. It was the 4-hour closure on the futures platform. I literally mentioned all of this. If you pay attention during our stream, we talk about all of this, right? I know you guys like to tune out when we start going into politics or into geopolitical crises or anything like that, but we did discuss all of this. We discussed the entries before and why. We discussed the previous candle closure and why are we still looking for buys, right? If we already tapped resistance, right? We discussed all of these things. And we discussed time-wise what we're looking for, when we're looking for it, right? This was all broken down. Irrelevant what happens now. Actually, no, let's bring it back because I want to see it tap 28. I want to see if we tap 28. Because that's where I said you guys will be closing. Oh, we did. No, we didn't. We tapped 26.8, not 28. Another 12 pips above the high. I think it could do it. I think it should do it. But if you're holding here to 28 because I said 28 and you're up like 100 or 150 pips, dude, close the fucking trade. Close it. You don't need to risk 150 for an extra 12. You know what I mean? Close the trade. deserve it. I like it when you go in depth and really explain it, learning then a lot. Well, you guys got to ask questions. You guys just sit there quietly. If you sit there quietly, I'm going to talk about irrelevant shit because no one's really asking. When you ask, my favorite is discussing what happens here on the charts. Those are my favorite questions to answer because then, you know, we can have an intellectually honest and intelligent conversation. But when nobody asking and we're just all trolling and joking around, yeah, I'll join in on the fun if nobody really cares for this. But when you guys ask, look, that's what happens. Did you find the stream where you go about it? I got in contact with YouTube and they said it doesn't exist. But we clearly see me hitting a wall in December 23. It's not like it was a gradual come down, right? We clearly saw it yesterday where we fucking hit a wall in the end of December of 2023 and then it just plummet like we hit stops, right? It was clear. And when I was trying to explain that to YouTube, like there's got to be like a reason if there's no change in content or, you know, and there was like, we don't look at third-party platforms for analytics. It's like, look, motherfucker. I was like, you're YouTube. You got better analytics than any other third-party platform. You guys are fucking Google. Yeah, he said, well, you know, your retention, the viewers don't really come back to your stream. That's what he told me. I actually have the transcript. I saved it and I sent the transcript to myself. I'll find out what he said. Maybe I'll post it. He said, your viewers aren't returning to your streams. You're getting new viewers, but your viewers aren't returning. I was like, motherfucker, if anything, there is no new viewers and it's the same motherfuckers showing up day in and day out. I'm just not getting new viewers. They keep returning. They keep coming back. He's like, well, that's not what I see in the... Like, everything he was saying, I was like, there's no way. That's illogical. Is there someone whispering in your ear? So, I wanted to ask him that, but I didn't. Because they got the power. Yeah, I got to go practice on my communication skills. Maybe he didn't like the way I was talking to him.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
Word, fuck practice. I just don't think they wanted to tell me anything. I was like, put somebody on the phone who knows, man. He sounded so, like, it wasn't on the phone. I'm sorry, it was through there. But just, like, put somebody on who knows. I wanted to tell him, bro. I was going to treat him like fucking Kanye treats Sway. Remember that shit? Where is it?
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I was like, man, you definitely ain't got the answers right now. This isn't what I want to hear. It's the same people here daily. The new people don't. Oh, maybe that's what he meant. I'm getting new people, but they don't stay. I think the new people are the trolls. I think those people are the ones that see 70 wins in a row, 65 wins in a row, and then they show up just to fucking troll. Dude, we made 99 pips. Yo, honestly, yo, clap it up for the fucking 99 pips on stream here. Oh, my clap doesn't work. Well, that got clapped. My clap got clapped. That's wild. Yo, chat. 99 pips on stream live. 71st and 2nd win in a row today. 71 and 72. What? Oh, 109. Sorry, the math ain't mathin'. My mental capital is worn out. The math ain't mathin'. Chat, you speak for the first fucking 4 hours of your day every day. Like, imagine you guys wake up all groggy and shit. You don't want to hear nobody, and the first thing you do is you sit in front of a camera with 1,000 people or like 500 people, and you speak for 4 hours. Like, this is the first thing that happens in the morning for me. I wake up, brush my teeth, get dressed. I come in here, turn this on. I roll a fat Jamaican joint, and I speak for 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, my mental capital gets spent pretty fucking early. Yeah, 109 pips. Chat, yo, what? Spam some fucking dubs for 109 pips to close out this week on a Friday. W. Some of you guys are gonna see your names, mostly the mods. You guys start spamming too early, and by the time I get my phone to the screen to film the W spam, usually you guys are spammed out, and only the mods can keep going. So it's always like a whole bunch of mods on the video, but realistically, it's a lot of people. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean. Ow. Kicking ass, being all the gurus. Thank you. Can't tap the emojis no more. Got my forearm burning. Realistically, how much did you make from? I made a little over $2,000. Yeah, this would typically be like a 10 to 15K. I mean 10 to 20 grand trade for me, maybe more. But we're gonna build this futures account, and you guys will all see that it's possible, and it doesn't have to take an extremely long amount of time. Hey, look who's in here. Husky's in here. Atlanta Premier Catering. What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a little while. I'm done for the week. Oh, it's Friday. I'd be like done for the week if it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. But it's Friday, bro. I hope you're done for the week. You need to word. Chat. I know you don't smoke. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. Left 10% with runners with trailing stops, still getting paid. Oh wow! It depends how you're trailing them. So you got to go right low of the candle. So you probably brought it up to the low of this current 15, right? And if it breaks that low, it would make sense to get out, right? How long is it going to take you to 10x that account? It took me a couple of years to 10x my previous account. I was BE on both trades taken. It's impossible. Like both of these entries are in massive profits. Both of our entries are in massive profits. What else can you say here? Up 6.5% for the day, 13 for the week. That's incredible. That's monthly numbers. You just did monthly numbers and weekly. No, you did in a day what people do in a week, or people could do. You know, profitable traders do in a week, and you just did in a week what profitable traders average in a month. W, incredible, amazing. Good job, everybody. Donvo? That's not him. He's modded on my... That can't be him. Hold on. He's a mod on here. Yeah, that ain't him. That's a fake Donvo. That's a fake Donvo. Yeah. That's T-Movo. Donvo, oh, Donvo would show up. He would show up, but that ain't him. He's a mod on this stream. That's how I know. Donvo took an L today? Where? There was no... Oh, maybe on the... Oh, yeah. You guys were talking... You're talking about the news. Yeah, that was a news trade. I mean... I don't know. It's the fucking news. News has been tough to like our understanding of the markets. News has not been pretty well to our foundational understanding. Yeah, chat everywhere is brutal. If you take a law, it's like, think about most people that are brutal are people that would never open up their own trading for public scrutiny anyway. So like, yeah. Like people that stream and open up their live trading, that's a whole different level of stress, and they deserve a whole different level of respect, right? Because if they didn't do it, you would have nothing to discuss. You wouldn't be discussing, well, what happened. And in every discussion, even in the bad trades, there's a lot of like there's a lot of understanding and knowledge being created, right? Because people discuss positions, and people from all over the industry start discussing things, and everybody starts throwing out ideas, and it gets people's brains fucking cooking, right? It gets your gears grinding, and you start picking and choosing a side, and what you agree with, what you don't agree with, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. And that entire process is beneficial to you as a trader. Everything, all of that, right, is beneficial to you as a trader, because what else are you going to learn from? If somebody didn't stream it, if the crowd didn't discuss it, if your friends didn't get back to you, or if you didn't see it on social media, where's your knowledge coming from at that point? Right? What, you're going to read the Bible stick candle? And that's how you're going to learn how to trade? No, like you need these discussions. You need to get your mind worked up about what's going on in the charts, and why you would be in something, why you wouldn't be in something. You need to see other people's reasoning and perspectives to really figure out if you agree, if you don't agree, and figure out your own perspective. So shout out to everybody that's putting themselves out there. Look, 27.28. We spoke about this. You're going to be closing at 27.28. You can now close. Should be one position in, 120 pips of profit. The second position in 90 pips of profit. So 210, right? You should be at least over 200 pips now. So what would be evolving from this level of trading? getting 200 pips on this position instead of 55. That would be evolving. I'm just waiting for the high volume times personally. And maybe the high volume times will get better at those and we'll stick to these positions throughout the year, right? But my idea is really to start doing that and start supercharging this account closer to Q2, because I figure that's where I'm putting myself in the best possible position for good luck to find me, right? I think if I do that, the forces of evil will get really confused with what I'm doing and they'll leave me alone. So the next evolution of this would be 200 pips on that same position instead of 55. You're looking for a bottom wick now. You respected the most recent level. You closed with no top wick. The body of the candle is smaller than the wick here. It's almost the same, but it's smaller. It's clearly smaller, right? So by definition, this is a leg candle. By our definition, by our, very grayed out definition, it's more or less a leg candle. And it's not a 15. This is a 30, right? Yeah, the hourly's open and driving, but the reason I had 28 here, right? There's a reason we had a level at 28. It's not just a level here, right here. It's a level across the board. Forgot what time frame we were on. Actually, this is actually better, 29. Yeah, look at that. Wick tapped it. Close below it. We'll see. So if you're looking for buys, personally, I need more information. I need more data. I need more candles printed, right, to enter more positions. And it would be completely individual and separate of what's going on here. Whatever all of this shit is happening here, it would be completely new breakdown. So let's get rid of this. Not needed. Right. None of this shit is needed. This was in the past. Stop living in the past. I like to get rid of all my levels. Whoops. Bring that back. Hey DJ, bring that back. So this is what we're looking at now, right? Right, this is what we're looking at. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, but you still don't have a top wick. Yeah, you got a stronger candle, but you still don't have a top wick. The good thing about you is you on XAU USD it's a clearer picture here. Yesterday was a much clearer picture on the futures. Over here, it's a clearer picture. You closed above the range. You closed above the most recent, and it's not a leg candle, but you still don't have a top wick, right? So that would keep me out of there. I wouldn't be looking for that bottom wick here. I don't see it as an edge just yet. Maybe there are ways to make it an edge, but I just don't see it yet. 2,700. Wow, that's a really strong, what do they call it? Psychological area level. 2,700 flat. Yeah, you could see it here on the 4-hour. Yeah, I would say at the very least 2704 for the daily. That would make sense. If we don't get there, 2704 probably off the top wick on Sunday evening. Sunday for Asian session as it opens up, probably drives up, fills 2704 and then starts coming back down. We'll see. That's going to depend on the daily closure and what kind of range there is made by today's daily candle. Ooh, Oh, give me 1 second, chat. Hold on. Would you say you were an overtrader at first when you started seeing profits? I didn't see profits when I was an overtrader or when I was overtrading. What I would see is I wouldn't see it. What I would recognize, my mind would only recognize the fact that I gave back profits. I could have walked away with this. I gave it all back. Or, you know what you do? You take really stupid positions early on because nothing has set up and you're just too eager to take a trade and impulsive, and you get in positions and you take some losses, and then your trade shows up, you make it all back, and then you're like, fuck, I could have been in profits if I didn't take that dumbass loss earlier, right? And that's the cycle. But when I was overtrading, which is to me is defined trading when your mental clarity is not there, or you've spent your mental capital either before or after trade, right? That would be overtrading, because and there's never any profits in that case. That way, your negative trade will balance out with your positive trade, and then hold on a second, chat. Yeah. So yeah, it's just there's no profits. There's no profitability when you're overtrading. If I did get a job at YouTube and push Wix through the algo, that would be appreciated. Hey, Michael Tatum, appreciate the pound. Gotcha. Pound it. Pound it, pound it, pound it. Yeah, ooh. Music. All right, gang, it's Friday. What are we gonna do? We're over 100 pips for the day. It's 22 minutes left on this hourly candle. There might be more buys coming up. If you look at it like this, on the smaller time frame, there's range here on the hourly. There's also a chance of a steep pullback. I believe we will reach whatever high this current candle that's printing right now, this hourly, whatever high it makes, I do believe we will retest that high. Or at the very least, the closure high. Wherever this candle closes, the high of that closure. Right? And if that's the case, and you have some further range to 2,700, hey, we might be past 2,700 by that point. But if that's the case, you can start mapping out this whole area here. Right? You have 70, or you have 112 pips before this candle, or 120 pips before this candle breaks the lows. So you have 120 pips worth of looking for support for a bounce up, right? And there's plenty in this range. There's plenty of areas where market drives up from. We look to the left. We say, all right, if we close above here, then we can look for an area here. We drove up from, right? Drove up from here. This is on the hourly. And this is a good area, right? This is a resistance, or this is support that later turned into a resistance. Great area, right? You have market driving off of this area. You have the market driving off of this area. Then you go through your time frames. You see which levels fall in line. It makes sense on multiple time frames. Makes sense. On a smaller time frame, this level would probably be here. Yeah, so line them up, right? Support, resistance, deeper. No, that area was better because it would fall in line with this area as well. This is this area right here. You see wicks coming down into here. You see a support being held over here. So this is a solid area as well. So that's how I would map out the pineapples here. and my entries for the bottom wick. Then I go to current time. I'm gonna go to the hourly. I'm gonna go to the current candle. Oh, it's pushed up even more. You see, you look for entries in these areas where it is. So possible entry right there. Resistance, turn support right here. Drove up. Bottom wick to this area, drove up. Held this area too. So if you push up through here, this would be a great area for a bottom wick. And you start planning out your next move. Okay? You have 19 minutes. A lot can happen. Price can start pushing back below here. You'd start getting rid of the areas above it, right? Price starts pushing up into the next range. You could probably start getting rid of the area that's a range 2 breakout, because if it ever does come back here, you're probably headed the other way, right? In a range 2 breakout. So you don't want entries for buys there. If you had a range 2 breakout, now you're going to head the other way. So you're going to slowly get rid of them as you start breaking into the next range. Did you say there's no lag in your Zoom channel? Yeah, the Zoom is just the Zoom. It's live. Like so they get everything 5 seconds before YouTube, or 4 seconds. Yeah, there's no lag. So the Zoom is everybody in the Signal channel. What's the maximum amount of positions you're allowed to take? It depends on your balance, depending on the size of the position. The way I trade, I think around the way I trade on my account right now, I think it would be roughly around 20, somewhere between 20 and 25 positions. Thanks again, Wix, much appreciated. Maybe less, maybe somewhere around, yeah, somewhere between 15 and 25 positions. Depending on buys or sells, depending on size of the position. Yeah, it just depends. Because your margin based on your leverage, it's not static. It's a very dynamic thing as the price of gold changes. Did you call the trades you took today earlier in the Signal channel? Yeah, all those trades were in the Signal channel as well. Signal channel gets New York session plus everything I do after. Like yesterday or day before yesterday, we had 68 pips right after the stream. We said we're going to take it to the Signal channel. We did, and about 30 minutes later, we had 68 pips. Right, and then they get the Asian session or whatever. They get all my trades throughout. Whenever I take a trade, night and day, or throughout the 24 hours, they get everything. And New York session gets my New York session. The best thing about the signals is actually just the community. You get to and the Sunday session. Sunday session is valuable because we can just talk. You know, we can kick ideas back and forth, discuss shit. Everybody's mics are open. Wix, you gonna do any tutorial video in the future? I just did a 3-hour one right here, right in front of you. Every day we do a 2 to 3 hour tutorial video, and it's never deleted. It's saved here in front of you. Yeah, it might not be transitional, right? It might be like spread out all over the place. Today we're doing this, tomorrow we're doing that. You know, maybe we're repeating today's stream three days from now, or today's topics. So it's not like, you know, transitional and going into the next topic and going in order, but it's really the best way to learn because you're thrown right into the battle, right? You're alive. You got skin in the game. You're discussing the ideas that you're planning on taking, then you watch them either play out or not play out, and you can make a decision in real time for yourself without having to take anyone's word for it, right? How you're going to utilize it, or if you're even going to utilize that knowledge. What's the max loss? No such thing. What's your win rate on signals provided outside of streams? Better than on streams. There's just more wins. Oof. Interesting pullback here. Yeah, the hourly is going to be key here. All right, gang. Yeah, let's close it out. Signal channel. I'm home for another 20 minutes. It's, like I said, it's my dad's birthday. Yesterday I had to set up. Today I'm just gonna help set up in the morning so we can so everything can go smoothly over there. So I'm gonna try to be there for him. So if I see something set up in the next 20 minutes, like I'm gonna go get dressed and I'm gonna look at the computer right before I dip. If I see something set up, we're gonna have some signals. If I don't see anything in the next 20 minutes, then just after 11:15, most likely 11:10, don't wait on the signals. All right, and tonight there's no Asian session tonight. It's Friday. All right, so don't show up for Asian hour. Don't expect signals at 8 p.m. tonight. It's Friday. Enjoy your evening. What I will say is Sunday, our private session continues. So Sunday, private Asian session for everyone in the Signal channel, for everyone in the Zoom. That will continue. Okay, so make sure you show up on Sunday, and we will do another giveaway. We will give away a 25K account on Sunday for the Signal channel. So make sure you're here at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Mods, love you guys. Thank you for helping me run the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. And if you want to be there on Sunday, make sure you go join the Signal channel. You get the private session on Sunday, you get the signals, and you get no delay on YouTube. And obviously you get cam access, Zoom access, and priority and all that fun stuff. But if you can't make the streams, there are days you can't make the streams, you gotta be in the signals. This way you'll take all the same positions that we do in the streams and outside the streams. All right, gang. Zoom gang, I'll see you on the clubhouse. Dr. Holmes, Kenny, Nick. Wait, we gotta do a flex. We gotta do one more flex. There we go. There we go. Everybody flexing. Flexing. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chat, that was awesome. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, this is the one I wanted. Everyone finished watching the Squid Games? That should be remixed into like a nice house track, some trance. Alright, chat, my mental capital is spent. That's it. It's done. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Break out the red panties.
We are rich. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. Another great week in the books. We'll call it a session right here. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Tell your family and friends that you love them. I'll see you guys 8 a.m. sharp on Monday. And if you're in the Signal channel, I'll see you guys Sunday evening. All right? Later.